This basically is a video description of a complex meniscus tear, which most of us, initially including me, initially we used to exercise this sort of complex meniscus tear. So this patient, you can see that this is a femur, this is a tibia, and this is a very bad complex kind of a tear here. So the most common treatment that we used to offer was we just used to resect these flaps and just do a small partial meniscectomy and come out. But with the advent of newer techniques, we are now doing a lot of primary meniscal repairs per se. So here, what we are demonstrating is such sort of a complex meniscal repair surgery. So if you see here, there is a flap here, and if you see this anterior part, there is a flap on the anterior part also, but it is flipped inferiorly. So what we need to do here is we need to see, and we need to address that this is also a flap, but it is inverted on the anterior side. So there is a flap medially on the posterior aspect, and there is a flap anterior aspect, and this is a flap on the medial side, anterior side. So with the probe, and this is very important thing that you must understand. You can see a lot of inflammation here. This inflammation is actually a sign of the injury. So this meniscus, because of this meniscus injury, there is a lot of inflammation on the anteromedial aspect of the meniscus, just in the region of the meniscotibial ligament. So this is a very classical finding of the meniscus tear. So here what we do is, we again use this anchor which we call as an X-fix anchor. So this anchor is placed right over there, and this anchor, as I told you, the anterior part is flipped inwards. So this anchor will be very useful in reducing that fragment back to its position. So you can see that this is a flap here, this is a flap here. There are two flaps. The anterior flaps has inverted. So what we will do is, with this extrusion repair anchor, we will be passing this ideal suture shuttle kind of a devices, and we will be passing it in the meniscotibial junction or the meniscocapsular junction, and we will be passing the sequential sutures one by one, and we will be taking all the 4 sutures through that. So what that will do is, that will be helping us in reducing the everted portion of the meniscus per se. So the meniscus is everted like this. So one by one we are passing every suture. So 2 sutures we have passed simultaneously, and then we pass the 3rd suture. This is on the anterior part, and the 4th suture again. So all of these 4 sutures are addressing the anterior flap of the meniscus. Okay, so once we have repaired this, so this will reduce the flap and reduce the extrusion, and it will reduce the inversion of the flap per se. Okay, so all these 4 sutures are now passed. Okay, so these all 4 sutures are now on the meniscocapsular junction. Okay, so this way this is now finished. Now you can see that this is a flap. You can see that there is a complex component there, and this is the area of the inflammation on the meniscotibial. Okay. Now at this point of the time, we will evaluate what other things we can do to make it more stable. So here what we decided is, then again you can see this is a very intense inflammation here. This is in the region of the meniscotibial ligament. Okay. A very important thing that you should keep in mind in these sort of cases, if you want to do a repair, is not to use a shaver. If your shaver goes into this area, it will shave away the part that you want to repair. So now first X-fix anchor we have put. Now we are putting the second X-fix anchor. This is almost at the radial component of this complex flap. So you can see that there is a one flap here. So we are not doing any sort of resection until we are done with our repair. That is very important. So no use of shavers have to be used. So here we have put our anchor at the radial component of the complex flap. Okay, and then we are passing our ideal suture shuttles again into that region. So one by one we are passing the sutures. So this one is the anterior one. Okay, and then this is loaded over the chia, and we pass that as well. So two of these we can load. This is taken over the chair and it is taken back. Okay. You can do a little bit of preparation with the shaver to increase the healing, that's it. But don't shave away anything. After that, we will be using a knee scorpion to repair this flap. Okay. So this is a knee scorpion you can use. So use one suture at a time. So this is a radial and a complex tear. So one suture we take out and then we pass it into that flap. Okay. This is a common problem that occurs. So what is the solution?
We just passing the
and take it. So this can happen. This is the normal thing. So you just take it off. Okay. And again we take the fourth one. Again we take the fourth one. And again this is the fourth suture. Again we pass it out to the flap. So we have passed two sutures anterior to the flap and two sutures on the posterior part. So this is on the posterior part which you are putting. This is the posterior suture we are putting. Okay. So two sutures on the posterior flap, two sutures on the anterior flap, and four sutures more anterior, most anterior. Okay. And this part of time we will be doing the side to side repair. So this is equivalent to, if you see the cuff, it's equivalent to a margin convergence. You do a side to side closure of both the flaps so that they come onto their place. So they will be closing up like this. So we will be closing the sutures sequentially. This is side to side repair. So we'll tie the first suture, then we tie the second suture. So these both are side to side closures of the meniscus. Okay. So after this first blue suture, then you put the second white suture. Okay, again blue suture has been passed, tied. Now we tie the white suture in a side to side fashion. So you must have seen it initially that how bad the tear was. But once we do everything, you will see that it is reasonably well repaired. So again, one blue suture, one white suture, both closing the meniscus by a side to side pattern. You can see the inflammation here also, it is too much of inflammation. So by and large you can see, and then we repair the anterior flap. Okay. The two anteriorly these two sutures which were reducing the interior inversion of flap, that is also repaired. Okay, so this is the first one, and then we repair the blue one, second one. You can see that it is a decent repair of the meniscus. All the four sutures are now being tied. And in the end, you are done with your this thing, and after that you have all suture devices, all inside devices which are available, and you can use this all suture device to supplement your fixation. This is an air device. This is from Striker. So this air device is now used to supplement it again. So we have to put two side to side sutures from the anchor itself, and then we are using this air device to again supplement the third one as a free suture by side to side. So this is we put the first one here, and then we supplement it on the back. So this repair the posterior flap into its position. And when we put it, this posterior flap will also reduce. Okay. So the posterior flap reduced into its position, and then you can do side to side repair also with this all suture anchors. So you can use a combination of the X fix anchor with root fix anchor and by side to side sutures to do the final. So this is sort of a final picture that we have achieved in this patient without doing any sort of meniscus resection. And initially we have done a little bit of repair there. So side to side, and the complex pattern of the tears can also be addressed very nicely by doing these sort of. So even complex tears now we can do repair, it becomes stable. And if you want to supplement, as I told you, we can supplement it. And if you want to debride, this is the time to debride. Don't debride in the start. So if you want to use a shaver or an RF, use it in the end to actually just remove the last portion. Rest of the meniscus you can actually